Hi there. If you are in Kenya, I am pretty sure by now you know that university fees in the country have been increased. Of course, over the past 2 weeks, there have been circulars online, fee structures online with regards to the fee different universities charge for different courses annually. And guys, we are talking about there being a bump of over 5 times in university fees, which of course has really caused a lot of stir on social media. That's why I'm making this video to share with you possible solutions to this increased school fees, which different students out there are going to pay for them to be able to obtain higher education. By the way, what do you think about that increase? How do you feel about that? Down below in the comment section, comment. Do you think the government is doing the right thing to increase university fees? If not, why is that so? Comment down below in the comment section. Let's continue discussing them. But as I've said, this video is going to be a very short video, so watch to the very end for you to know the solutions to the increased university fee. And also, by the way, if you are new, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Hapo chini, there is a button called subscribe. Click on it, turn on the notifications for you to be catching up on such awesome videos I upload daily. Having said that, the background of all this is that a couple months ago, the government actually altered its formulation with regards to capitation to the university students and also different learning institutions out there. In essence, it departed from that tradition whereby it was allocating students money equally. Right now, it is allocated based on need basis, of which not many people out there know about that, and also it is very subjective. That's why we are seeing universities putting out their fee structures which are staggering. And we are talking about, on average, costing someone about 200,000 Kenya shillings each and every year for them to be able to go through whichever course out there. And even so, some courses are costing even upwards of 350,000. That tells you, as a country, we have some form of risk. Of course, on top of it is that, guys, a good number of students out there won't be able to obtain higher education. Reason being, these school fees are just way beyond their reach, which by the way is the biggest dilemma and the basis upon which I'm making this video to share with you possible solutions. 3 solutions which can be employed by parents, 3 solutions which can be employed by students. Because where we are as a country, unfortunately, the government is going to keep squeezing to get additional taxes and also to close any loop out there with regards to minimizing such kind of expenditure. And with that, if you're there as a parent, what do you think you can possibly do to at least raise this money? If you have initial thoughts, comment down below. Down there, comment. Let's see if we are thinking on the same page. And with that, I think the very first thing which parents need to do is that they actually need to start saving early for their children tertiary education. And I'm saying so because if you begin saving early, assuming for example the child is in grade 2, you are saving early planning for their university education. It means in the next 7 years, at least you're going to be having substantial amount of money to assist you pay their university education, right? And then the second possible solution which parents can adopt is that they can also exploit utilizing education insurance or education schemes out there. And I'm saying so because education schemes are a form of saving which attract a small interest. You could find, for example, somewhere between 1 to 3% per year of the money you have saved towards a child education. You get an interest of that particular percentage, which I think in the grand scheme of things, it is a good thing, as opposed to, for example, you just banking this money in a current account, for example, in a salary account, you name it. If you can jump on investing in education scheme or even so education insurance, be sure you could possibly make an extra amount of money, because over the years, these small percentages are going to really compound big time. And then the third solution for parents is that they need to be actively out there also looking for scholarships, whether it is academic specific scholarships, university specific scholarships, CDF scholarships, whichever form of scholarship out there, even company scholarships and so forth. Because if you can be able to get scholarship for your child, if they apply and they are successful, it means they won't be able to pay the entire tuition amount, or even so, some scholarships are very comprehensive. They can even cover for their upkeep. And so, as a student, what can you do to at least ease the burden of this hefty school fees? First things first, if you are in a university, you could possibly look to apply to admin assistant jobs in the university. For example, people assisting the computer labs, for example, people assisting with the registry and so forth. And with that, you can also get some additional money which can assist you reduce your school fees burden. In other words, offset your school fees burden using this kind of in-campus jobs. And then the second way you can also look for money to assist pay the school fees is that you can possibly look for a part-time job. Part-time jobs can go a long way in assisting you get additional money, which, by the way, can assist you even ease your school fees burden. And I'm saying so because part-time jobs actually, guys, go a very long way. Even you could realize, for example, through your part-time jobs, you can even be able to pay over 50% of your school fees. Okay? And then the third way you can possibly also reduce the burden of your school fee is by you aiming to complete your education on time. What do I mean? Guys, beyond the tuition money, universities typically have the annual fees. For example, registration, extracurricular activity, using facilities, you name it. You can aim to finish your degree on time. If you finish your degree on time, it means that you won't be able to incur these repetitive annual costs. So guys, try your level best to avoid supplementaries out there. Try your level best to avoid any delays. And if it's actually inevitable, well and good. But if you can, try your level best to avoid any delays. And I'm saying so because if you avoid delays, it means that you're going to be able to complete your education on time. Having said that, I also have additional pointers towards just overall financial well-being, as both parents and also students are seeking way out to be able to pay university education. And the first financial tip is that, guys, by all means, avoid high interest monies. Think about it. If you are, for example, borrowing heavily to pay school fees, don't really go very hard. For example, borrowing from Shylocks and other unscrupulous people out there with very high interest rates, because you might find yourself in a big debt trap whereby even this interest could outstrip the actual school fees which you are paying. And then the second tip is that, guys, also avoid black tax if it's possible. What I mean is that if you are a parent, by all means, try your level best to be responsible for paying your child's school fees. Avoid, if you can, pulling in all the relatives to contribute, because at the end of it all, they're going to expect something back. In other words, the birth of black tax. They're going to constantly be asking your child for money, for favors in future. And also they're going to constantly remind them that they contributed to them getting education. If you can, try your level best to avoid black tax, because if you trigger black tax, chances are also the growth of your child is going to be curtailed once they finish campus. And then the third tip also is that, guys, if it's possible, nurture talent. I know a good number of people out there might not agree with me, but I think if a person out there is able to make a good living off their talent, they can be able to even obtain financial literacy on the internet, get life skills on the internet. No need really to go to campus or university. More so if they're going to do a course which they don't really love. Guys, I think also with these advanced possibilities out here, in case your child is talented on something, try your level best to nurture their talent. You never know. Maybe they'll be able to earn a full-time income, or even so become very rich using their talents. What do you think about this video? Comment down below. Let's continue discussing there. Cheers, guys, and you all have a good day.